Good day, viewers. You are welcome. We have these very beautiful and interesting functional equations given that f of x plus y equals f of xy. And also, we have f of 7 equals 5 and f of 11 is what we are looking for. I will solve this problem in two different ways. Let's consider the solution. So, if this is method 1, looking at this, there is a way we can apply a simultaneous equation to solve this. Let's say we are trying to find two numbers whose the sum is 7 and if the sum is 11 and the product is 7, then we check for the value of x and y, then we later substitute. If we have x plus y equals to 11 and we have xy equals 7. Let's call this one equation 1 and let's call this equation 2. By recalling from equation 1, if I make x the subject of the y the subject of the formula, we are going to have y equals 11 minus x. I call this one equation 3. And from this equation 2, let's substitute y. By putting y equals 11 minus 8 in 2, we are going to have x into bracket of 11 minus x equals 7. And we are going to find the value of x. Open this parentheses, we have x times 11, that gives us 11x minus x squared equals 7. And let's try to transfer this 7 to this side. We have 11x minus x squared minus 7 equals 0. But we can just start this with minus x squared, then plus 11x minus 7 equals 0. If I multiply through by negative, we have x squared minus 11x plus 7 equals 0. This is a quadratic equation and we cannot factorize this. The best way is to apply the quadratic formula and we will have a equals to 1, b equals minus 11 and c equals 7. Applying the quadratic formula, x equals minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Then we substitute and we have x equals minus 11 plus or minus square root of minus 11 squared minus 4 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 7 all divided by 2 multiplied by 1. And next we have x equals 11 plus or minus square root of 121 minus 28 divided by 2. If this is what we have, so we now have x equals 11 plus or minus square root of 121 minus 28. This gives us 93, then divided by 2. Let's try to leave this in short form as we have x equals 11 plus square root of 93 divided by 2, or we can have x equals 11 minus square root of 93 divided by 2. We get the values of x and let's try to verify because we need to get f of 11. So from the given problem, which is f of x plus y equals f of x y, and we have to substitute this thing. Assume we have both of them as, we have one as x and we have the other as y. So if we try to add this together, we are going to have f of 11 plus square root of 93 divided by 2, then plus 11 minus square root of 93 divided by 2. And if we try to clear this side of positive, this and this cancelled, and 11 plus 11, that gives us 22, then 22 divided by 2, that gives us 11. So the left hand side here, it gives us 11, which is what we need. And let's try to take a look at the multiplication part. So we have this as f of 11 minus plus square root of 93 divided by 2 multiplied by 11 minus square root of 93 divided by 2, and this equals, this is multiplication, and 11 and 11 are the same. That gives us 11 squared minus root 3 and root 93 and root 93. What separates them is positive and negative, and we have only this as 93. Then divided by 2 times 2, that gives us 4. And all these are in the function. Then we are going to have f of 11 equals, so we have f of 11, so which gives us, we are going to have it as the f of, we have f of 11 squared, that gives us 121 minus 93 divided by 4. So this is f of 11 equals f of 121 minus 93, that gives us 28 divided by 4. And we have f of 11 equals f of 7. Both of them are the same, but don't forget that f of 7 here is given as 5. So therefore, f of 11 equals 5. So this is how we get the solution for f of 11. And let's try to consider the second method of solving this. Let's consider this as method 2. So since we have f of x plus y equals f of x, y, and suppose I let x, I want to find f of x, and I let's say y equals 0. So what we are going to have is f of x plus 0 equals f of 0. And this is f of x equals to 0. So looking at this is telling us that for any x, the output is always remains the same. And therefore, we have a constant value no matter what we put in this value of x. And we are going to conclude that f of x here equals to 5 because f of 7 is given as 5, which is a constant value. And another way we can still try to test for this is, assume we have, we try to restrict this value of x, and we consider only the positive integers. So if I try to assume that our y, let's say we have y equals, if I have y equals to 1, we are going to have f of x plus 1 equals f of x. Then we have f of x plus 1 equals f of x times 1, as we have f of x plus 1 equals f of x. So this is showing us that this function is periodic with a period of 1. And if the domain is an integer, and this implies that if we have f of 1, suppose we have f of 1, so this will be equals f of 2, this will be equals f of 3, and that's how it keeps going till we reach f of 11. And we then implies that our f of 11 here equals 5. All are constants. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Never stop learning. Bye bye.